The enigmatic Oak Island conceals yet another astonishing element. It is genuinely eerie. What do scientists know about the subject? Let's discover. Oak Island, a small island near the Canadian coast, has long captivated travelers, treasure hunters, and historians. Its captivating quality has spawned numerous hypotheses, ranging from hidden pirate treasure to connections with the legendary Knights Templar to the Divine Chalice. The island has effectively evaded discovery and preserved its aura of mystery. The most recent scientific assertions have reignited interest in solving Oak Island's enduring mystery. In the final years of the 18th century, a young explorer named Daniel McGinnis discovered a remarkable circular formation on Oak Island's terrain, sparking the island's allure. His investigations proved that Oak Island was home to something truly sinister and terrifying. McGinnis rallied a group of companions to investigate the origins of this unexpected phenomenon, ultimately uncovering a concealed melancholy. Initial attempts to excavate yielded more questions than answers, as the trench appeared to be booby-trapped, flooding whenever it was approached with seawater. From there, the moniker "the Money Pit" spawned an Oak Island story replete with exploration and speculation. During their investigation of Oak Island, scientists discovered something concerning. Even though this finding has been made public, the precise details surrounding it must be made available to the general public. Others hypothesize that it could be the fabled treasures, while others suggest that it could be evidence of the island's legendary legacy. The lack of conclusive information about the island has increased curiosity. The attractiveness of these proposals requires thorough consideration. Lies and unreliable revelations mar Oak Island's legacy. Numerous individuals have attempted to capitalize on the island's popularity with fabricated hints and fraudulent stories over the years. Numerous attempts to excavate the island have generated optimism for the discovery of buried treasures. This island is home to a variety of intriguing discoveries, including a fictitious Roman blade, allegedly unearthed by local fishermen in 2015. This discovery was extremely promising at first glance, indicating probable interactions between ancient cultures and North America. In spite of first impressions, further examination revealed that the weapon was a novel copy, thus clouding the origins of the artifact once more. The updated data demonstrates that historical accounts are susceptible to change. Innovative technologies and methodologies illuminate historical enigmas, while the pursuit of knowledge necessitates tenacity and perseverance. The enduring appeal of Oak Island stems from the enthralling discoveries made over the years, including the puzzling Nolan's Cross. This arrangement of 5 large boulders creates a cross, with a 6th boulder in the center, bearing an image of a human face and a sword. The presence of these indicators has prompted speculation about the possible involvement of the mythical Knights Templar in the island's history. The legend of the Knights Templar has been a source of fascination for those interested in the past for many generations. The Knights Templar emblazoned coin discovered near the Money Pit was the first piece of evidence linking them to Oak Island. This discovery sparked interest in the potential relationship between the Knights Templar and the annals of the island. The most powerful nobles in Europe, the Templars, were renowned stewards of their wealth. If the Oak Island hypothesis holds truth, it may reveal hidden information about the order's operations that is not readily accessible from conventional historical accounts. The possibility of buried treasure on Oak Island has captivated treasure hunters for centuries. The coin. There is evidence in Italy linking the Freemasons and the Knights Templar. Amazingly, not many are aware of this. Keep reading to learn more about this peculiar connection. To the north of Rome, approximately 105 kilometers, 65 miles away, is the Italian city of Viterbo, where Rick Lagina and other crew members have traveled. They've scheduled a meeting with author Gianluca Di Prospero, who has spent more than 20 years looking into the Templars' activity in this area throughout the Middle Ages. When Rome was experiencing political unrest in the 7th century, Pope Alexander IV and the Catholic Church temporarily relocated to Viterbo. The city's original site was in Rome. The Templar Order also used the city as a walled fortification during that time. They noticed a cross that had the same 4 spots as the HO stone. These 4-pointed crosses point to significant areas that the Templars historically frequented and that are associated with images of priceless goods. They also noticed the Holy Grail, which is frequently portrayed, and the cross, which serves as a form of emphasis and is sometimes seen in areas connected to either the Holy Grail or the Holy Shroud. It speaks a lot about our hosta if this four-dot cross is only found in locations connected to the Templars or with Templar-related objects that they may have been defending. In the 1920s, treasure hunters on Oak Island made a surprising find on the northern edge of the island. A large boulder with a number of enigmatic inscriptions on its surface. They had a nagging hunch that it pointed to the site of a hidden treasure, so they exploded it using explosives in order to dig beneath it. Nothing was found beneath the massive boulder. But is it likely that a fragment known as the H.O. stone, which included a cross surrounded by four dots, was a crucial sign that Holy Templar treasures are stashed away on Oak Island? And if so, what could that hint be? If so, might this possibly explain the high concentrations of gold and other metal traces discovered deep into the money pit? Every place they visited seemed to be able to interact with them in some way. Its antiquity contributes to its significance within the historical narrative of the island. Even though these revelations are monumental, they must be placed within the context of a larger, incomplete picture. Despite the allure of the possibility of Templar ties to Oak Island, we continue to lack the evidence necessary to confirm the theory. Experts are collaborating vigorously to unearth the island's hidden truths. Sensationalized stories can be enticing, but it's important to avoid getting swept up in them. The saga of Oak Island is replete with false tales and unsubstantiated claims fabricated by fortune seekers and serial entrepreneurs. Investigating the facts requires a careful examination and evaluation of every piece of evidence. From the money pit to the Templar Knights, this quest for knowledge and discovery transcends the limits of time. This example illustrates the unwavering desire of the human spirit to discover the truth. Oak Island has been shrouded in mystery for generations, with the enigmatic money pit continuing to attract explorers and historians. The discovery of an abandoned vessel deep within the marshland adds to the allure of the money pit, which contains many of the island's secrets. This shipwreck, discovered during excavating campaigns at the end of the 1960s and the beginning of the 1970s, has become one of the most intriguing mysteries on Oak Island. Specialists quickly detected the apparent deliberate destruction of the sunken vessel, as well as evidence of a ferocious fire. The unexpected discovery sparked widespread interest in its origin and purpose. The possibility that the ship was part of a treasure-laden fleet that was deliberately sunk to conceal its presence from perceptive eyes adds an intriguing dimension to the Oak Island legend. Additional exploration of the shipwreck revealed even more intriguing discoveries. On the basis of the vessel's distressed appearance, numerous individuals hypothesized that it was carrying an abnormally heavy load. The recent discovery has sparked new theories that the ship was intentionally sunk to restrict access to its valuable cargo or to thwart competing treasure hunters. While definitive answers may exist for a number of Oak Island-related concerns, this aspect must still be addressed. The wreckage may have originated from a collection of ships that sailed to Oak Island at some stage, according to one possible explanation. If this theory holds true, it would indicate that the island played a larger role in historical narratives than was initially believed. The construction may have served as a secret refuge or a treasure trove for a group of legendary figures, such as pirates or the Templar Order. The scope of opportunities is as uninterrupted as the horizon of the ocean. Oak Island's intricate keyhole configuration is one of the most captivating discoveries. Researchers are intrigued by this keyhole because it may contain the key to one of Captain James Anderson's vanished treasure chests. Captain Anderson was a pivotal figure in Jerusalem, Palestine, Rhodes, and Malta. The Knights Templar is one of several additional Masonic orders in which membership is restricted to Freemasons who profess a belief in Christianity. This is in contrast to the initial degrees that are conferred in a regular Masonic lodge, which, in the majority of regular Masonic jurisdictions, only require a belief in a supreme being regardless of religious affiliation. This is so because King Solomon, a follower of Jesus Christ, formed the Knights Templar. One of the responsibilities that new members of the order are asked to acknowledge upon joining is a commitment to supporting and protecting the Christian religion. Its title contains the word united throughout, implying that this system is governed by the joint efforts of more than one historical tradition and real order. mainly the Knights of the Temple, also known as the Knights Templar, the Knights of Malta, the Knights of St. Paul, and the Knights of the Red Cross, although the latter is only applicable to the York Rite, are the different organizations that are deemed to be united under this methodology. The medieval Catholic military order of the same name is where the name of the Masonic organization known as the Knights Templar came from. Similar to how the Masonic Order of Malta drew inspiration from the Sovereign Military Order of Malta and the Masonic Red Cross of Constantine from the Sacred Military Constantinian Order of St. George. However, it does not assert that it is sprung directly from the illustrious Templar Order. The Knights Templar and Freemasonry have a very, very long history of mutual influence. Freemasons built the majority of the commanderies, knights' halls, cathedrals, abbeys, preceptories, and castles connected to the Knights Templar. The magnificent Cathedral Notre Dame de Paris, which was built with the help of active Freemasons, and other significant architectural projects in France received significant financial support from the Knights Templar. The construction of the Eiffel Tower, which was overseen by and included involvement from active Freemasons, also engaged the Knights Templar. Anywhere the Knights Templar created or sponsored the building of those structures, including the Middle East, France, Italy, Portugal, Spain, England, Scotland, and other European nations, major buildings were actively constructed by Freemasons. In every place where one of these structures was constructed, the Knights Templar established properties. The supplemental staff for the commandery or other Templar operations resided in so-called Templar districts, which were holdings that were legally church-owned and hence exempt from local or national taxes. Due to the closeness of many Masons near Templar strongholds, the Masons and the Templars started to share expertise in the 1200s. Historical records state that Masons joined the Templars and contributed to the construction of Templar and church structures, while also founding labor unions at the same time as the Templars. Masons were. Are you prepared for the greatest discovery in the annals of Oak Island? During final excavations at Oak Island, researchers have made a dreadful discovery. It will transform everything we believed we knew about the enigmatic past of the island. Prepare to uncover the Oak Island mystery that has captivated treasure hunters for centuries. Let's immediately begin the video. Content system. Oak Island has been the site of numerous intriguing discoveries over the years, including fragments of ancient parchment, chunks of rusty iron, and even a stone with intricate engravings. However, we now have some mind-blowing updates regarding the horrifying discovery made during excavation on Oak Island. Join us as we explore the mysteries of Oak Island and unearth the truth about this extraordinary discovery. As soon as the television program The Curse of Oak Island made a horrifying discovery at the bottom of the money pit, the situation rapidly deteriorated. The Oak Island personnel closely monitored the B4C shaft excavation in the money pit region. As the crew approached a depth of approximately 90 feet, they detected abundant traces of silver and gold. The team's astounding discovery sparked intense speculation that they may have discovered the approximate location of the mysterious money pit or stumbled upon a network of tunnels that could lead to a hidden treasure chamber. Despite having reached the most thrilling phase of the excavation, the team remained resolute and unyielding, refusing to give up until the objective was reached. The team's confidence increased when they discovered a 90-foot deep tunnel, which they interpreted as a sign that they were coming closer to the original money pit. They were unfazed by the arduous voyage they had undertaken thus far, fueled by their unwavering conviction that their dogged pursuit was bringing them closer to discovering the legendary secrets concealed deep within the mysterious money pit. Frightful discovery at Oak Island during final excavation has been an exciting journey for those who appreciate witnessing the discovery of historical artifacts. The team had been anxiously awaiting progress in the excavation of the money pit region in the hopes of discovering the elusive treasure that has fascinated generations. Every time they dug, they awaited the next scoop or grasp with bated breath, hoping it would be the breakthrough they had been seeking. As they dug deeper, the team discovered scattered fragments of wood that formed a crucial historical puzzle. Among the dispersed remains, they discovered a large and impressive iron object that appeared to be from a bygone era, perhaps as far back as the 1700s. This fortunate discovery provided a glimmer of optimism, indicating that they were moving closer to their ultimate objective, the legendary money pit. However, Their journey to unveil the mysteries concealed beneath the surface of the Earth took an unexpected turn. At the approximate 130-foot depth of the B4C shaft, just as they were gaining momentum, they were confronted with a shocking discovery, a formidable bedrock formation impeding their progress. This geological impediment sent shockwaves throughout the team, halting their progress and plunging them into a domain of uncertainty. The team's efforts uncovered evidence of a concealed treasure despite encountering obstacles. They dug 5 enormous shafts over the course of several months and discovered indications of its existence. As they were on the verge of disclosing a long-held secret, these discoveries inspired renewed optimism. However, pursuing the money pit had been an arduous and challenging endeavor for centuries. The quest was fraught with obstacles that required unwavering resolve and originality. Motivated by the possibility of acquiring a priceless treasure that had eluded countless others, the team descended into the money pit in search of the enigmatic treasure. The crew began a difficult mission with the knowledge that obstacles lay ahead. They actively sought out new technologies and strategies to surmount the obstacles. They pursued the treasure with great determination, expecting that their efforts would pay off. However, their journey was not solely motivated by prosperity. Oak Island's search for the money pit had a deeper significance. The exploration was motivated by a desire to uncover the mysterious mysteries that had captivated people for centuries. With each stage, the team delved deeper into Oak Island's complexities, driven by an inevitable for tunneling. If water were to flow through certain areas, they might erode or collapse. Why then not utilize pipes to maintain a constant flow without endangering a collapse? At this point, things become even more pleasurable. Let's investigate the origins of pottery, my companion. We are discussing a technique that has existed since Roman times: clay pipes. Before, these pipelines were formed around a wooden structure, but it was difficult to connect them seamlessly. They ingeniously employed the potter's wheel, which originated in ancient Samaria around 3500 BCE. Incredible, right? Nevertheless, there's more. We should talk about glazing. You know, the protective layer that prevents water from permeating clay and causing damage to ceramics. Roman glazing techniques were extraordinarily inventive. They utilized salt, lead, and tin, invented later, to create an impregnable, complex covering. At this point, things begin to become somewhat chaotic. A pottery instructor asserts that adding saline or ocean water to clay causes its surface to bloom. The kiln firing process produces a beautiful salt patina. Can you imagine the ancient Romans using ocean water to produce these beautiful orange peel textured pipes? Mind-blowing. Let's discuss the pottery object discovered by Laird on the island. Laird believes it dates from the first half of the 18th century, but who knows? It could, after all, be a conduit. What is it? Though it does not appear to be a conventional straight pipe. Not every conduit needs to be straight. This component may be included in a conduit system with a radius of 12 to 14 inches. What is this then? Similar to the redware discovered on Oak Island, this object was crafted from clay. It could be a piece of the puzzle. Let us introduce you to the Romans once more. They were skilled at installing pipelines. Instead of using a single large conduit, they created these intricate pipelines comprised of numerous smaller pipes. It enabled them to regulate water flow and pressure adequately. A unique archaeological image of a Roman pipe reveals the sophistication and complexity of their systems. What is the future? Oak Island may have had a comparable system. You are in store for one more astounding realization. Are you still familiar with the Great Quadrilateral? Recently, essentials have begun to appear in unexpected places. Additionally, they were discovered at the Israeli castle of Belvoir. Are you serious? These nails, found throughout Notre Dame, date to the 1160s and were used to secure stones together during construction. Discuss prehistoric engineering techniques. Then, what does this signify for Oak Island? Well, it's all speculation. We are merely investigating the options for fun. But here's a wild idea. What if these materials discovered on Oak Island were used in an architectural marvel? They may have been part of an intricate structure that required precise stone binding. What is the future? Everything fits into the Oak Island arrangement. Let's mention the stone wall they discovered before we conclude. Even though it is not a wall in the traditional sense, it resembles a circle of pebbles in that it is filled with trash. What is this then? Underneath it, charcoal was discovered. There is still a great deal of data to locate and integrate. Subscribing to the channel will provide you with access to more blues from the world of mysteries. As we conclude our investigation of Oak Island's secrets, It is important to note that all hypotheses remain speculative. However, the investigation of potential connections between historic hydraulic systems, Roman engineering, and ancient furnaces adds an exciting dimension of intrigue. As the mission continues, more and more Oak Island mysteries are revealed. We will meet you there in a minute if you click on the video links that appear to find out what discoveries by explorers astonished the entire globe.